Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to CCxRC. In this video, we're taking a look at the new Furitek Komodo Unity 10. This little guy right here is the first ever Outrunner 2-in-1 unit for crawlers like this. So it's a 2300 kV motor with a 50 amp ESC that has a 100 amp burst and has a 5 amp BEC built into it. But it's pretty slick, you guys. Nice and lightweight. Get it in a small package like this instead of some of the longer cans, and you get a lot of smooth power and torque with this guy. So it's going to be perfect for a lot of your builds out there. Comp guys, that's who they're targeting here. It's 130 bucks for this combo. For another 40 bucks, you can get this Microtesla dashboard that has a little mount here you could use if you wanted to mount it right there up next to it, so just in the car you could work on it. It also has Bluetooth for using with their app, but this little dashboard here you'll see is pretty slick. It's really cool for me to see what Furitek has created here, because I've been testing their brushless system since they came out with this prototype. Here was an original prototype for when they were trying to go 10 scale here, that's in a 3D printed case, and it's also running a 2300 kV motor on it. This is a 2808, and this is a 2810 as far as the size of them go. So pretty comparable, pretty close, but it's really cool to see how much they've developed along the way, and now we're running this tiny little thing right here. I'm gonna get around on the other side of the camera. I'm pretty sure because of its small size, we can get it into this here H10 Optic that I got. So I haven't actually run this before. It's brand new in the box still. We got to break the seal on it, and then we're going to go ahead and drop out the skid plate, remove the transmission and the motor and all that that's on here, ESC, and swap it all out with the Furitek, and then hopefully get it up and running and show you guys some great footage of it on the trail. So that's what we got for you in this video. Stick around. I think it'll be a good time. We'll go ahead and get this out of the box. Vanquish doing a great job with their packaging once again here, and the cool radios that they have. Interesting. What do we got here? All right, before we went any further, I do want to show you guys kind of how this all works. We've got extra screws here that come in it. And you've also got the mount here to, if you want to mount this, as you're putting a screw in here, you can put this between it and then just kind of mount it on like that, right next to your motor, because this tray would go out and then hold it here. So that's one option. And there's some motor screws here. And then we've got this. And so you got your line here that would go to your receiver, but in line you can put this little Tesla dashboard. And let me show you really quickly how that works. We're gonna just power this on. You can do 2 to 4S batteries with this as well. I didn't mention that earlier, but here it is. You've got these different options here. You've got running, you've got motor rotation, clockwise, counterclockwise, BEC, 5.4, 7.4, 8.4. Voltage cutoff, I set it to 3.2 on here. You've got max forward at 100, max reverse set to 50. You don't want to have it going crazy in reverse. I don't. Max brake at 100. Drag brake 0 on throttle, punch, low speed, and then calibrating your radio right here. All right here on this little thing you can just do without getting out your phone or whatever. It's pretty slick. So you can do the Furicar app, like so. We're going to allow it to find our devices. And you can see right here, it's finding our RC car. Which, 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. There. Interestingly, the voltages are different for their output on their servo. Voltage cutoff is set at what we did, 3.2. Counterclockwise is still the same, 50. All these numbers are still what we had set them at. And then in here, punches at 2, neutral brakes at 2, and low speeds at 10. And then you've got the calibration settings. So it's an option. This just keeps it nice and clean. If you don't want to be using your phone, maybe you're using your phone to film what you're doing out on the trail. This is a good option for you. All right. Just gonna unplug this. I've got a lot of work to do because I got to pretty much tear this car down in order to install this. Oh, sweet. So we can get to that. Now we should be able to just pull this out. It's just kind of flopping in here. Tape didn't do its work, didn't do its job properly. Sweet. Because we don't need this motor or all of that hooked up anymore. When we put this back in, we'll be able to get that set. Sweet. That wasn't too bad. Oh, sweet. Okay. I'm gonna take this off of here as well because I think it'll make it easier if we just remove the transmission. There we go. Now we're cooking. Take out this 35 turn. Now it's definitely loose enough. I think it's on here. Then I want to put this guy in so these wires come out. Pinion here. Get a little bit of this Loctite on here. Alright, so we got it Loctited up. These are too long for this, so we got to use the ones that came with it. They're not going all the way into the motor. So, hopefully these ones that came with it will be long enough. These screws are too short, so to find something longer. Not the greatest quality screws, I would say. Hopefully they'll hold up all right. That's what I got for now. A little bit of wiggle there, not bad. Kind of like I like it, just that little bit. So I think that's pretty good right there. Now we just got to make sure that this isn't problematic if it's hitting or if it clears. Oh, it looks like it clears. Especially when we get that little spacer piece there. The cover. Plug it in and make sure we're good. I think this is the battery tray, so I could probably go to this side of it where I'm not, if I got my lead here for my battery. I'm gonna try it. Okay, I like my new idea better. It's gonna go in the cockpit. So, what we're gonna do here is move this stuff out of the way a little bit so we can use our little drill. I've gone ahead and already just added the little arm to it with the screw it came with, and I'm just gonna drill a hole right here so it's like he's looking at the dashboard. Let's run the wires down. There's a hole right here. Should work great in theory. Like it's digging. I see plastic shavings. There it went. Oh, all right, that's threading. Sweet. That just tapped some threads. I think we are in business now. Don't want to over tighten because we're just making our own threads. There we are right on the bottom side. You can see it sticking out right there. So I could put a nut on it. But these wires can chase down through here. Let's start mounting this all back up and then we'll be in business. Thread these on. If nothing else is just gonna look stinking sweet in the car. And our servo as well, just to be sure. All right, I'm just kind of going down my checklist. Now I got to grab my battery again. Looks good. Looks like it's got a ton of power. All right, we're gonna call that good. Probably could have gone down a tooth on the pinion. That's me saying that. I'm a little wimpy about them. All right, so everything looks good. We have to see what's gonna happen with these wires when we do remarry this thing. I just want. Yep, that's hitting. So, Plan B is to Dremel a hole here. Just route the wires down. Just made a little hole right here that they can come out through. Then he's looking at it from this side as the driver. Just looks like another screen he could reach out and tap. Pretty cool. All right. So that's figured out. Now I got to put all my Dremel bits back away. Let's start reassembling this guy. All right, so we're going to put this into our receiver. We've got to mount this long guy here. Oh, that's going to be fun. Now we got to keep it close. Also got to mount this again though. That feels good. Put everything back together. Looks like we're good. I'm just gonna push that down to the top. Bam, there it is, fired up. So I can come in here, set these modes, running mode. What do we got here? Rotation, so we're gonna have to check that out and make sure we're, see it spinning in there? Got some wheel speed, that's for sure. Here we go, testing out the Furitek system on here. Get that nice slow crawl. And we're just testing out the optic. I have not really spent much time with one of these. I needed some little extra push there. So, I still have a ton of reverse speed. It's a lot more touchy, and I don't know if it's a radio thing or what. I know if I was running my Spectrum radio, I could dial it back. Oh, I'm in a weird spot here. Wants to roll. How do I get to settle? Yeah, I gotta do reverse, but yeah, see how touchy? I can get it to go slow, but I have to just be very, not really. There's not really a slow speed there. Oh, those sticky tires are sticking to the dirt. I'm getting all kinds of dirt on them now. So forward, everything feels great. So I just need to do some tuning with the reverse still. All right, guys, here it is. Check it out. You got the dashboard in there, the Microtesla showing us our voltage. We're a little low, 11.9 volts, but we'll have enough to get going. 3S. Get around here a little bit just to give this a little workout. Nice slow crawl. Got that smooth delivery of power here. I did go into the app and I set the drag brake to 40% because it needed more drag brake on steep inclines. But I also put the throttle to match the reverse with the curve for the forward steering, because the forward feels pretty good. And then I have that at a max reverse of 50%. So even full speed's not crazy with it. I still have some gates set up here from 18th scale stuff. We're just gonna kind of go around those the best that we can. But nice power delivery. It is not waterproof. That is a question that I've been getting on the reel that I posted. It is not listed as waterproof, and I doubt it is based on the open electronics that we see right at the front there for the ESC. Little bit of boost there. So the way that I have my throttle curve set up, it's only like 70% until the last little bit of trigger, and then it goes full hog wild like that. If I just need that full amount of that 2300 kV, it'll give it. But most of the time I don't want to hit that, so through most of my throttle range, it's much slower, because that's kind of how I crawl. But if I need it, that extra punch somewhere, it's there for me. Bust down a gate here. We're gonna go to some other rocks, but I just want to give it a test here on this course. Feels good. We'll get a little speed test here on this 2300 kV out in the open. It's pretty decent speed. But I definitely don't want that much on the rocks, so that's almost 80% trigger right there. And then I've got it to go. The last bit gives that last punch. I might increase the speed a little bit more throughout the throttle range here to have a little bit more than that at that 80% throttle, because I really only got the last little quarter-inch of trigger and it goes full at that point. So let me just go ahead and make an adjustment here real quick. Actually, I decided not to, because there's one thing that I've been noticing with this one is that when I do make adjustments to that on the Bluetooth, I have to unplug the battery to restart it. Certain things are okay with the Bluetooth to adjust, but the curve, it seems like for sure, makes me have to go in and unplug the battery and restart. So I'm out and about. I don't feel like getting it out of here and doing it. Oh, that's a big cobweb we're about to go through. Let's try and take a different line. We're testing the motor speeds and smoothness, not anything that was related to that line right there. So we're just gonna kind of bypass that nastiness. Man, it feels really smooth. Oh, so this is my first time driving this truck, and it does have stock tires on it. So don't judge the motor based on my crawling abilities with this vehicle. Just watch the smooth power. Look at that. Just constant, continuous, nice power delivery. I've got this feeling really smooth for this stock radio. I'm really liking it where it's at. Even the reverse I've got where it'll give me a little bit of slow, which it did not have out of the box. It was very jumpy in reverse. So we just had to kind of tweak the throttle curve on that in the app, because that's not something that's on the Microtesla. Like most of the settings I set up were on the Microtesla. Oh, that was nice. So much control. So I'm getting a little bit of a, you know, this is a ready to run, but I never did run it with the stock motor. So I'm getting a little bit of a an upgraded first run performance kind of feel out of this right now. Feels amazing though. Oh, we sent it. We sent it. I gave it that boost. Too much. Almost put her in the drink. Almost in the drink. Let's try this. This is some pretty gnarly stuff going up here. See if we can get... It's also a straight axle, which I'm getting used to again. So I'm hanging up there on the belly. We can get it. Come on. We got the power. There it is. Bounced it. Got a new line. Nice breeze blowing right now today. The temp feels really good out today. We're rocking more like low 70s, upper 60s. Cage, more upper weight than typical with these crawlers. Totally different driving experience than what I've been running recently. So it's gonna take a little getting used to. I think I'm gonna drop in here and then try and come along this side here and then try to come back up through here. Yeah, that's nice. Again, stock tires. Not getting the same hookup some of my nicer tires with a little bit more grip and tread to them have. But man, the flex on this is nice. Just floated that tire. I ran this up at Reaction as well yesterday. It did pretty good. I was having all kinds of issues though with my audio and with my video. I'll put a little bit of it in here. But everything was out of focus because I'd put it onto manual focus when I was trying to show the Microtesla in the car when I was unboxing it and building it. So I just was trying to rush and totally missed that it was not in focus till the end. Some of it was close enough to focus that I couldn't tell. And then at the end I saw, wow, I'm way out. All right, this is a pretty good climb here. Look at that, just the FOC in it, just keeping everything smooth. This is a tough one. Even with my element rig here, the Ecto, which is very souped up. This little line is tough. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, we got it. I think we got it. Keep that tire up. Oh, we nailed it. That was cool. Then we hung up at the end. This whole crawling area is new to me because it's usually underwater. And so we wouldn't be driving here. But since the river's so low this year, I thought, why not try it? It's got some tough lines, that's for sure. It's no walk in the park. Rocks are moving. Nothing's set in with like clay. Just stacked rocks on a hill. There it is. Send it out. Let's try descent here. Let's check our drag brake. It's locking it. That's what we needed to do. Slow crawl. Kind of into a big drop here. I should have been to the right more. And that's me controlling that speed right there. The drag brake will lock it. But we can get just that little crawl going. Try and keep it under control. So much control. It's really smooth. That Outrunner motor, I'll tell you what. Let's try and go back up that line. Got lily pads over here growing. All right, so we gotta come this way a little more. Try and climb this line here. Give it the beans here. Not where we want to be. Stay to the right. Oh, we got it. That was nice. So having the extra power in this thing is pretty nice too. That 2300 kV, that's a higher kV rating than I usually run in my crawlers. I know this is more of a rock bouncer kind of a little bit mix. So 2300 is nice for this. Oh, we did it again, too far right. Can we change? Oh, there we go. Wheel speed, there it is. That's where the traction's coming in. This doesn't look doable, but we're gonna try it. If we can't lift up, totally doable. Ah, got a little too aggressive on my exit. Yeah, that's cool. But it's gonna do that drop off again. That back end's gonna kick the top. We'll take that. We have to back up a little. See, a little bit of control on that. I just have to be thinking about reverse in order to get it to go slow. It's like using the force. Gotta really concentrate. Yeah, I'm really impressed for what they've done here with that small package of that thing. That was nice. Yep. Go, nice slow descent. Let the drag brake hold it. It's holding it just fine. We're choosing slow power here. Gonna make a little corner. Oh, we chose a good line that time. Nice. All right, you guys, so color me impressed with the new Furitek Komodo Unity 10. This thing is really, really smooth. Takes a little bit of tuning out of the box to get it kind of dialed in for your own driving performance. But I think most of you guys that are gonna be looking at this are gonna be comp kind of guys that are gonna wanna tune your stuff anyway. And so I don't think that's a big deal. The forward, all that is dialed in pretty good out of the box, but you do need to check on the drag brake. But also, yeah, just getting that reverse set up for your radio, whether you do it in your radio setting, you know, do expo and curves and all that kind of stuff. But you can actually do throttle curves on the app, the Furicar app, and you can do it that way as well. That's what I'm doing. And we've got it pretty good now. I would still like a little bit smoother at the takeoff to go a little bit slower, but it's pretty close. And I can just, if I use just a little bit of throttle, just kind of being very careful and thinking about it, it's good. It's when I get into that bind, when I just kind of think, oh, I need to reverse quick, I hit it too hard and it ends up rolling me. But I'll get that dialed in, and it's pretty awesome, you guys. So I got links for it down in the description below. And again, thanks to Furitek for sending this out for me to do a review on it and get this H10 up and running. It's pretty sweet rig, and I'm pretty happy to have both. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. As always, you guys, have fun RCing. We'll catch you next time.